Hey, what's going on, DWA? Back with another episode. So far, smashing the daily episodes like I wanted to. Smashing the 75 hard challenge. On to day 3, done 30,000 steps today. About to do my workout, indoor workout after this. Hardest part, ideally, is the gallon of water. You might notice that I've shared the screen that I'm doing. You can see Reddit on there. I'm doing a bit of a different one today. I figured we'll go through the self-improvement Reddit. Quite a few people in there. Some ask for advice, some have stories of their own. So I figured let's kind of have a look through, see if there's any interesting points, see if there's anything we can answer or we can talk about. And yeah, let's have a look. Let's see what there is, right? How do I evict the people that live in my head rent-free? That's a good question. A lot of people that have just broken up with their girlfriend, or maybe they're talking to someone in a talking stage, maybe they're in love but the other person doesn't like them back, maybe some old friends that you don't talk to anymore. Either way, at some point in your life you're going to keep thinking about someone, have them stuck in your head and want them to get out. For me, the easiest way to evict somebody from my head was to keep myself busy. If I'm feeling depressed or sad about them, go and do a workout, go for a walk, go and just do something to keep me active and keep my mind off it. Go and learn, go and do something interesting. Because the idea is, when you're more focused on another subject, you're not going to sit there and think about someone else unless you're really bored at the subject and the subject isn't intriguing you enough, in which then you will obviously think about the person still. Another thing you have to realise is it takes time. If you just come out of a relationship, it takes like 3 months to get someone out of your head, to stop thinking about them, to try and move on. And it's going to be hard to get them out of your head. Really, they never leave your head. You just have to move on with your life. It's like when somebody dies, you don't ever get over the death. You just learn to live with it and you learn to move on. So really, sometimes you might not ever be able to evict someone from your head, but you have to learn to continue living your life and not spend it worrying about somebody else. You have to realise you have to live for you. Have to live for what you want to do, and for the future that you want as well. Don't let somebody else control the life you have. Focus on the life you live. So what else we got? Just had an exercise, feel fucking awesome. That's what you want to hear, innit? All in the share, having a lot of exercise lately. Used to do some lifting and stuff, but not much. And this past year, barely had exercise at all. But decided to hop on the January train. Fucking losers, whoever stopped on the January train and didn't start before January. But keep up the good work. With everyone else, so yesterday I was in the gym, did some basic compound exercise. If you don't know what compound exercise is, that's squats, bench, pull-ups. Compound movements, deadlift. Because it works, it's called a compound movement because it works more than one muscle group at a time. Deadlift puts your legs in your back. Bench press does your chest and your tris. Pull-ups does your arms as well as your back. So on. With very light weights, good. Always, if you start in the gym, light weights to start while you improve your form. And when your form is good and you feel like you're okay with the form, you can then move on to heavier weights, slowly progressing, just to make sure the form's still correct with heavier weight, and then you'll learn to get better form, get better shape. Form over weights, don't need a lift. Just spent barely 45 minutes in there. Ideally, that's all you need to start. 45 minutes can be a long time if you're doing legs, back, anything like that. A push day, ideally, is the only day you spend more than 45 minutes in the gym. Simply because that's 3 muscle groups, while the rest are 2 or 1. Including removing and replacing all my winter clothes. How much are you wearing, brother? It's January, it's not that cold yet. And today I feel freaking awesome. I'm really looking forward to going back. My mood is better than it's been all year. That's because lifting weights releases dopamine into your mind, delayed gratification. We talked about that before. And I woke up early because I was starving to death. I ate the biggest breakfast I had in years. When I don't exercise, I have no appetite at all in the morning, and you usually don't eat till noon. That's because your body's not burning any calories. If you're not doing anything, just laying in bed watching TikTok, you're not going to be hungry because your body's not doing anything. You're not building an appetite. So do an activity, stay active, you get hungrier, you eat more, you can gain mass, you can bulk. Morning I don't usually till noon. Everything just feels great. I can't believe I've been putting this off for so long. I know it's good for me, and the benefits of my mental and physical health are so numerous, immediate and obvious. It always takes me by surprise. I will keep my workouts extremely light, basic and simple, even though I can do heavier and harder stuff, because I really want to keep coming back and wanting more. The habit is more important than the difficulty. Holy crap, I almost feel high today. This is awesome. This is somebody that's got dopamine, feels like his body. Like I say, the first few months when you go gym, you're going to release instant dopamine into your brain because you know you're doing the right thing. As it gets over time, gym becomes a discipline. You'll have bad days at the gym, you'll have good days at the gym. Either way, if you work out in the morning, it will improve your mood overall for the day. But it just gets harder to go sometimes. So that's when you have to just check everything and just keep going. Screw inner child work, let future self calm you now instead. It was a sad day when I was crying in the mirror, and suddenly my inner child I imagined next to me telling me it's okay, I'll be okay. I was horrified. Little me went through hell and was comforting adult me. That's a unique one. I started a new thing and it's working. I sat down and wrote out the ideal me at age 42. 5 years from now. Okay, you're starting a bit late. Ideally you do want to start self-improvement earlier the better, but you can start later if you want. It'll just be harder to get the results. It wasn't tied to owning things or money. All the descriptions were like, he learned from his hardships and recognised self-compassion to keep him calm. And after being a calmer person, was able to focus and put energy and structure into his passions, so he found himself content and happy with his social, creative and personal lives. Ideally at the age of 36, you should already know about the things you've learned in your 36 years of life, and you should be able to control your emotions. I would say this guy's starting a bit late. It's like Justin Waller said. He had that dude ask him how to change his life when he was 40. Justin Waller literally said, can't do anything, he's late. You need to realise these things at a younger age and learn to control your emotions, understand what you've learned in your life and understand what you can do to improve it. I wrote in sub-depth but no specifics. Married by an ex, making 100k this year. Just solid mental emotional skills I know of but forgot to lean on. Now when I'm super down, me in the future literally comes in hard to me, reminds me it's okay, that I'm on the right track and parents me properly. It's kind of like a thing I say. When you're a kid and you're in school, in England anyway, you might other countries might not do it. You have a day where your parents ask you, your teachers ask you who your heroes are. A lot of people say their parents, a lot of people say policemen, a lot of people say firemen. But if you were to ask me that question now, I'd probably say the me in 10 years. Because I know what I'm going to have in 10 years. I know what I'm working for. I know the results that will come. And then when you ask me then in 10 years, the same question, the answer will be me in 10 years. Because I will never catch that hero. That hero will always be 10 years in front of me. Getting more results, more progressive, better body, better money, and a better place in life. Because I'll never catch that person, and I know there'll always be a better place in life because they've got the 10 years of work that I'm doing now. Always imagine what the future you would look like. Don't worry about the past, worry about the future. Let's have a look what else is there. Why January is a great time to feel uncomfortable? Any year, any month, any day, it's a great time to feel comfortable. People start in January because it's a new year, new me. People say, I'll wait till Monday because they want to start it on a new week. January is not the best time to feel uncomfortable. Every day of the year is a great time to feel uncomfortable and to push yourself to be better. Don't wait till January. Don't wait till Monday. Do it now. I don't know what month you're watching this in. If you're watching in January when I've released it, maybe January is a great month for you to feel uncomfortable. If you're doing it in the future, do it now. Now is a great time for you to feel uncomfortable. Start it. Get out of your comfort zone. Take a risk and watch how much it will change your life. Overly sexual, when does it become a problem? Can you not control your sexual urges? Are you 12? Are your hormones? Are you going through puberty? You can't. When does it become a problem? What? So I've recently realised I might have a bit of an issue in my relationship with sex. I'm 23 male, discovered porn reasonably early, and I've always loved sex, as you do. But I'm starting to think that I might have an issue. I recently reconnected and had sex with a childhood friend. Okay? Which I thought would be awesome and all, but for 3 nights in a row we had sex, and now I'm starting to overthink whether she was actually as into it as I was, and maybe she just didn't want to say no. Made me think about how I'm pretty much looking for sex. I've wanted a relationship for a while, but none of them seem to flourish, and I'm beginning to think because I never really built a meaningful bond before fucking. While I suspect it's also part of the reason I have many good friends who are female and single, when it does become an issue, how do I recognise if this is an actual case, or I'm just overthinking shit? Anyone out there struggle with a similar issue at all? Could offer a helping tip. First off, if the girl didn't want it, or she didn't like it, ideally, most men are dominant, most men just care about themselves when it comes to sex. They just want to finish, which makes it boring for the girl, and the girl might not want to do it anymore. If you're open with your partner, or it's something you do with a partner, or a childhood friend, or a friend with benefit, you wouldn't do this a one night stand because you never know if I can see him again. But normally when you're with your partner, you'd have to try and make it 50-50. You have to understand what she likes, how you can help her enjoy it as much as you do, and what you can do to make her want more. You need to learn her body, you need to learn what she likes, you need to understand what turns her on and what makes her finish. On a one night stand, both parties ain't gonna see each other again. Do you want to develop a meaningful relationship before sex? You can do. In this generation it's pretty hard to do because everybody just thinks sex is cool and wants to increase their body count. You can build a meaningful relationship while doing it. You can build a meaningful relationship without doing it. Depends on the person you meet. The thing is, you have to find a girl that stands out for you. I've talked to a lot of girls, I've been with lots of girls, and only about 3 of them have made me feel like, okay, I actually like you, I want to do something with you. Most of them were like, I'm bored of you. Right? It's in your DNA. If someone doesn't interest you, doesn't add excitement to your life, you're not going to build that meaningful relationship because ideally your heart doesn't want them. You can try and force yourself all you want, but you don't want them. You have to just find that person that you clicked with, that makes you happy and you want to stick around with. You can build a meaningful relationship before you have sex, but does the girl have self-respect and want to not have sex? It's a lot of time they do. Girls can be as horny as guys. But it also comes down to how much you push, how much you make the first move, and whether she's willing to do it. If a girl doesn't want to do it, she will say no, and she won't do it. Unless she's extremely low self-love and feels like she has to do it to keep you happy. Most of the time girls will say no. So maybe the first time she wanted it, but maybe you just weren't satisfying her. You weren't actually liking her. You shouldn't have to force yourself to build a meaningful relationship. It should just click. But maybe you just weren't up to par, mate. Honestly, that's what I say. Maybe you weren't up to par. Let's see what the comments say actually for that one. Take some time to be celibate. Remove sex and if you can masturbating from your life. Then you spend time with it. That's true. Masturbating ruins your life and the perception of sex. When you look for sex, every interaction you have with women will be to progress the relationship towards having sex. Once you stop thinking about this, you will focus more on how to make them happy, how to get close with them, what they really care about. Yeah, masturbating is probably one of the main issues. So there you go, you can't control yourself. Since I sometimes have dry spells with sex, and I turn to masturbating quite frequently to cover it up. Seems like a good tip and something I should have realised by myself, but I'll try it out. Cheers. Masturbating ruins you as a man because it ruins your idea of sex, ruins your idea of a relationship, and it's too easy pleasure. You have the dopamine hit, but then afterwards, a lot of people get that doubt, like, why have I just done that? I feel rubbish, I don't want to do this anymore. And it will lead to depression because there's no right moment, there's no time in your life where the right thing to do is have a wank. You should be focused on yourself, focused on being a better man, and no fat will lower your testosterone. It will make you feel bad, and it will ruin everything. Go without it. If you can go down to 1 a week, and then go down to 1 a month, and then go down to 1 a year, and then down to never, trust me, it will help you a lot. Quit the porn, bro. Yep. You don't problem with those problems. There is your life where you're suffering, and can that suffering be lessened by changing your relationship with sex? It's an interesting one. Quitting weed. Would love to hear people's stories, and in what ways did your life benefit? Hi, so I'm Skylar. I've been smoking for about 3 years. I'm 19. People don't weed too early. Last year was very much so picked up. Last year it very much so picked up a half year ago. English. I was probably doing 4-6 bowls a day. I did absolutely none. I've never done drugs. I don't know if that's a lot. Honestly, I probably can't even help on this subject because I've actually never done drugs, and I don't plan to. I don't enjoy it. I did absolutely none due to the circumstances in my area and not really having much going on. Now for the past 3 months, I've been smoking 1 to 3 spliffs a day, on average probably 2, but still not justifiable. I'm guessing that's lower than 4 to 6 bowls. I don't even enjoy it, to be honest. I do it at night because why not? So you have nothing going on with your life. I do it in the day. I initially like the sensation and then quickly find myself being very meh. I think, if I'm being honest, I do it for the passing of time. That's why you have a hobby. I struggle with anxiety, excuse, rumination, and a great partnership with that memory loss. Smoking fucking affects your brain, so maybe if you stop doing weed, your memory will be better. Memory will be better. Very bad memory loss, but this has been apparent my whole life. And in the worst of it, desperation, depersonalization. I'm very much so an addict. I've overcome many that still try to pull me back in, but with weed, I've never really found the urge. I can honestly say I do it habitually. I've always been a pro weed goon. You probably are. Weed will affect your brain. I would love to hear people's stories on owner. I did your life but I'm up in the herb. It's my daily for 10 full years. I'm 70 days sober now. Weed numbs your emotions and the ability to feel and manage your own stress. People say reduce anxiety, but it just makes you forget. Told you. And it never deal with it. Life is sometimes better without being high 24/7. Weed will make you slow as well over time. It will make your brain activity slow and will make you harder to do everything. I know a guy who's 25, been smoking every day for 13 years. Takes him like half an hour to eat at McDonald's. He's that slow. Because he's been smoking for so long. And people said before he started smoking, he was really quick. Point proven. That proved my point when I've said that and confirmed it. Best podcast you listen to for self-improvement. The DWA Blueprint. Follow it on Spotify. Add a minute, 1 episode a week. Might start to put these episodes on there. Quitting weed, but love to hear people's stories. Day 2 out of 365 of my daily logbook. Journaling. Smart. Why can't I see myself in a relationship? Maybe you're one of the people that least expect it. I never really seen myself in one, but then I find a person and I end up in one. I can't imagine a woman falling for me. That means you don't love yourself. That means you know you're not the person you're meant to be. Not got the body you want, not got the mindset you want, not the finances you want. Change it and you'll see yourself. I've never been in a romantic relationship before, and he's 25. Oops. Clearly he's not out connecting either. I had crushes as a kid but wasn't allowed to date in childhood, and I've never had as much as a one night stand in college. Really? My siblings, however, are getting along fine. Despite their same upbringing, they've all had multiple serious relationships. It's not about what your parents say, it's about the choices you've made. You've chose to not go out and find someone. You've chose not to figure that out about yourself. I'm now done with college and grad school. I've been into all the stage with women, but they mostly seem to go cold, not too long into it. He's got no charm, he's got no charisma, and he's got no game. The few situations where it didn't go cold, or where I realised I was setting out of desperation for a woman, I was incompatible with, and I couldn't bring myself to sleep with them, let alone commit. Didn't sleep with him, that's good, I respect that. Ideally, he had attachment issues. He didn't like the woman he was attached, and he liked the idea. I desired a mutual relationship, but it all just seems so hard to get. Ideally, if you're 25 and worried about a relationship, mate, there's something wrong. You're not happy with yourself. You're young, until you're 25, I normally say that's when you want a relationship, but he's not experienced it, he's not made the choices to get him that type of experience. I've been on dating apps for the past few months, waste of time. Few matches, but nothing has come off them, only a few. I'm moderately attractive, I've been told on several occasions, by his mum. But I feel like my personality is a turn off. Don't blame your personality type, bro. Blame the person you are. Blame the choices you made. Blame the things you say. Go and take a course on how to be better at talking to women. Or go out, talk to women. Go talk to a waitress, a coffee person. Go to a club, even though I hate club and drinking. Go out there, get the experience, meet people in real life. I don't know if I'm intimacy deficient or lonely. Well, from the sounds of it, you're lonely. Or simply naive, but attracting someone just feels so hard to do. How can I shift my mindset to a more positive light? You can't see yourself in a relationship because you've never seen yourself in one before. But don't count yourself out at 25. There is no harm in taking a break for a while and focus on doing what you like to do. It's a bit much about the moment though. Not too long chatting before you meet them. Always meet them within the week, face to face. But if people are different in person, surely you will after in person relationship. I don't thank you. I often can't help but feel like a failure. If you're 25 and feel like a failure, you need to fix your mindset, bro. Don't worry about women. Focus on yourself. Get mutual romantic affection. You seem like a nice and kind guy. There's the issue. The people don't want a nice guy. They want a good man. Don't be a nice man. Be a good man. Meaning, have respect for yourself. Put your priorities first. Right. If you need to go to the gym at 7 AM, don't let your girl keep you in bed. You go to the gym at 7 AM. She will respect that more because you're doing your own thing still. It's 18, too late to start pursuing assault. No, you're still young and you've still got plenty of years. A lot of people don't start to their 30s, late 20s. Ideally, if you're 18, you're still young and you've still got all the experience you need. I hate so many things about me. Change them. So I've been in self-improvement for around 1.5 months. It's still brand new, it's not been on long enough to make any changes. And I've been doing a lot of good things. I've been going to the gym consistently for 1.5 months. You won't see much progress, you'll see a few newbie gains here and there, but you're not going to see much. Been doing a good skincare routine, again, that'll take a while, to clear my acne for around 5 to 6 months. And I've just been taking care of myself better in general. That's good, that's what I like to hear. It's still new, but it's made to start. More than what some of you could say. But all my progress seems to be going down the drain. I see a minor progress in the gym. You've only been there a month and a half, you're not going to see much. I still have acne while sticking constantly to my anti-skincare routine. Ideally, it sounds like easy puberty. You're going to get a lot of acne during puberty, even if you do have a skincare routine. Still bad hair, and I just hate everything about me. Bad hair, what? Every time I look in the mirror, I just hate things about myself. I don't think it's normal for age. I'm 14. It's the hormones. Turn 15 in 9 months. That's still nearly a year away. You don't need to say in 9 months. I look at the mirror and I hate how my face is acne. No matter what I do, I had bad acne when I was in puberty. I hated my acne. But trust me, it is better. Look, little spot and shite, mate. And they do nothing. They always have ways to clear up my skin. Because you're 14, the hormones, your face is progressing, it happens. Next to my hair, I have longish hair before and it's trying to look like Taishima. No idea who that is. And I like my hair, but I decided I want to change it up a bit. I got a perm. I've rocked a perm. I look well good in a perm. Now my hair is on the shorter side, and it's not short, it's just curly. And I have no idea what to do with my hair. Let it grow, let it look natural. Ideally with a perm, if you look, like, if you had really longish hair, it's gonna sit up, it's gonna look good. Just put mousse in it, put some curling spray, sea salt spray, anything like that. Perfect. You get it in there for a comb, brush it, looks really good. I don't know what to do, man. Sometimes it looks good, sometimes it looks like dog shit. You haven't styled it. I hate how I can't do my hair right, and I hate how I can't do things so easily. You just hate a lot. Be more positive, not as negative. I try my best to do these things, but why can't I just do it? You're 14. You've got a lot to learn, and a lot of experience today. My family said it looks good, but personally I don't like it. I hated the hair my parents said looked good, because they chose the worst hairstyles. I do like it sometimes, more than mild hair, but less consistently than mild hair. I constantly go on my phone camera to see if the hair is how I like it, and if it's not, how to fix it, how to adjust it I like. Worries too much about self-image. But in a bad way. Let's check my overall body. I'm 5'4" or 14. You're 14. You stopped growing at 21 as a man. I'm shorter than the majority of all my friends, so am I, it's alright. I hate how short I am, and I don't know what to do about it. Accept your height, bro. You're still Paul at 5'4", trust me. I've really accepted it, and I tried to do things better to better myself. Like I said in my first paragraph, I tried working on my skin. It's well working out. You're only 14, bro. Your body's 14. It's not used to muscle growth. It's not got all the hormones. It's not pumping all the blood around. It's still immature. Try working on my skin, working out, and also don't work out too much because you will stunt your growth. And telling myself, that's why you're meant to go at 16. But I've seen no progress in those things. I started to accept from my height again. I stopped accepting my height around 2 months ago, but I just accepted it being short, and I started to improve over the rest of my life. But now I hate how short I am. I've been trying to. Oh mate, he's writing a story. I've been trying to do these things about using different areas, such as just writing it all down like I am on here to both. So I also forget to mention seeking attention. I also forget to mention that I try to at least get 10 minutes of meditation in a day when I wake up. That's really good, helps calm the mind. I've been trying to tell myself that it's just to accept everything. I've tried my best to fix it. I keep trying to, but I keep obsessing over every small detail and I keep bringing myself down. I am not depressed. Depression's not real. I just feel like all the progress has gone down the drain and I hate it. I hate everything about me. You're 14, bro. You've got time. You've got ages. I can't see no fix on it. There is no fix. You just work on yourself. You learn to love yourself as time goes on. I don't have much bad habits of people. I've never beat my meat in my life. You've only got 14 years of life, but please keep it that way. I've never smoked, drank alcohol, vaped, or touched drugs. I would hope not. I stay healthy, I eat clean, I do a lot for myself. But why? Just why don't I see any progress? Why don't my friends get so much better than me with no effort at all? You're comparing yourself to other people. That's an issue. Usually because you're too much social media. Why do I have to suffer so much and still see no progress? It's been a month and a half. The only thing I'm good at is obsessing. I've taken that obsession to studying. I've studied 2 hours a day consistently for around 6 months, straight without breaks. But is it going into your brain? Because ideally if you study that much, you're going to forget 80% of it. I feel like it's breaking down even harder. I'll be posting pictures of my face when I get the time to take some good pictures. So if you guys can please rate me. I'm not rating a 14-year-old, I'm not a paedophile. Just give me advice on how I can improve. Exactly. Gratitude journal, gratitude prayer. Also due to down to his puberty. Plus stress causes acne, that's true. I would see a therapist. Don't fucking see a therapist, because therapist should go, it's not your fault. It's just a mindset you need to work on and improve on. It takes ages to get a good mindset. He's 14, he's still a kid. Okay, he's only just started puberty. He's got 7 years to grow. Acne will stop around 17. Well, I bought loads of skincare products when I was a teenager and it made my acne worse. He's worrying too much for his age. He needs some help. Okay, I have to sign up. I might send him a message, try and help him out. Let's see if we can get the little dude in a better place. Let's find out. Anyway guys, DWA over for the day. Bit different, I actually really enjoyed it. Let me know if you guys like the content. It's something different, maybe we'll make it a weekly thing, maybe we'll change it up, who knows. Make sure to follow the TikTok, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow the podcast, join the Telegram to help improve yourself and be better. And have a good day and make yourself better every day. Don't be like this dude, where you're over-criticising yourself too much. Be grateful for the body you have and work to improve it, but realise things take time, more than a month and a half. Peace out.